And
Mhm.
we're live. Oh my God. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Daily Whatever Show. I am Lawrence Winterman.
And I am Dana Dubois. And
You
Lawrence, we
look
are
like you had
trying
to double
something.
check there for a minute, Dana. Like checking your notes.
I
Like,
am,
I'm Dana
I
Dubois.
am, yes. Maybe because we were just in the green room with our five guests, and it was
Yes.
like a cacophony. It was amazing. We're kind of like the Brady Bunch with all the squares. We just need two more, and I can live out my fantasies about either being, I don't know, Alice in the middle or Cindy
I
with the
want to be
curls.
Alice.
Okay, you should be Alice then. You can be Alice. Who would I be in the Brady Bunch? I'm not sure.
I think you'd be Mrs. Brady.
I guess I would have to be by my age now. I'd have to be, but she's
Or
so
possibly
perfect. I don't
Marsha.
know. I'm
Marsha,
not a
Marsha,
Florence
Marsha.
Henderson. Maybe so. Again, though, she's like the beauty and the one everybody, she's just very, I never identified with Marcia. I was more of a Jan or a Cindy, I think. I always envied the curls that
Hmm.
Cindy had.
Okay.
Anyways, Lawrence, yeah, you're like, okay, okay. Um, What I, I was trying to think of how we introduce this show where we have we're calling it Community Day. We wanted to bring in and kind of elevate some of the names we see every day here in our chat and
Ripley's here.
introduce them, find out what they're doing. Oh, hi Ripley.
Ripley's
Hi,
being
good
very
kitty.
needy and
Kira already
very
popped in, got her treat, and ran out.
attention demanding. Look at my sweetie. Look how sweet she
Oh, what
is.
a cutie.
She's like, I'm not sweet.
Oh my
I'm
gosh. I
evil.
think this is the best view we've This looks like the best view we've gotten of Ripley in a long time.
Right. She's like,
What
I
a
know you're trying to put me on camera, but
face.
I'm not looking. I'm very, very angry
I
right
know, but
now.
it's more, it gives her this very coy, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she's beautiful. Hang
Yeah.
on, I'm joining the chat.
In my
Turn the sound
imagination,
off.
Ripley and
Um,
Tycho are both secret Russian agents, and Ripley, Ripley's like, Tycho, you fool! We must capture. What is the fat man doing now? Captain Ripley, I don't know. Oh no, Captain Ripley, he's on to us. He's not feeding us the wet food. Tycho, we
this is not
found
what I was
signs.
expecting this show to start as, Lawrence, and I'm so here for it. Oh, well, we all needed the comedic relief. It's usually, my dog disrupting the show. I'm thrilled to see that it's sweet Ripley. What a good little kitty. I
Yeah,
wanted to know how
Neuro is
you were
saying that
doing, Lawrence,
she
and I'm
can't
going to
hear me,
say
but
maybe starting to lose it a little bit. If you,
somehow, for some reason, we're stepping on each other today. I don't know why. The sound, there seem to be weird sound
yeah,
issues, and
I feel
like,
like I'm lagging
yeah.
or the chat is lagging. Maybe we're not supposed to have seven people inside one live
Well,
stream.
no, I mean, they literally advertise that we could have 10 people.
I know, but maybe they're
It's very
lying,
much a part of their actual advertising materials.
right? Let's give it a few seconds. Okay, I feel like maybe it's calming down.
Yeah, I don't
Let's
know.
see. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. You seem to freeze every once in a while, but um, I mean, I've got my Yeti right here
Yeah.
aimed at my face, and I've got the gain turned all the way up. Like in my ears, I'm incredibly loud. So,
Your volume sounds fine to me. Everything just seems a little lagged and like your mouth isn't quite matching up with the words.
hmm. Yes, well,
Like we're
that's not
having an
me.
old
My
fa
mouth and my words match quite perfectly. Thank you very much.
Not on my end. I
Oh,
would love to hear from the chat. Who's the problem? Is it Lawrence or is
well, it
it
looks like maybe
me?
Substack is just having issues because Mikey is saying the chat is not displaying. All kinds of weird things are happening.
Ugh, what a Monday. I'm so excited to meet everyone today. And Lawrence, I also, before we go on, I want to talk about a story you wrote late last week, a really beautiful story about a really sad event that I feel like is resonating with a lot of people. I think you know which story I'm talking about. Um, and we didn't discuss this beforehand, but feel certain you're ready to talk about your I Am Renee Good story.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone in the chat hasn't read it yet, we will share the link in the recap. Or Karen, if you wouldn't mind grabbing
I've
it.
got it right here.
You've got it right there. Okay, good, because I don't have it pulled up. Lawrence, do you want to talk a bit about what inspired you to write this? Because I think it's like the perfect kind of simple messaging that resonates with everyone.
Yeah, I was really struck by, obviously, like everybody, I was really moved by what happened with Renee Good and that entire situation. And, um, you know, it was so clear to me from the very beginning, like, oh, this is egregiously wrong. This is murder. In
Yeah.
my family, we were having a debate. There were a couple folks in my family who were like, "Oh, she should have complied," and I was like, "No,
What?
no, she shouldn't have. Like, those people don't have the authority to do that. They did everything wrong." And no matter what you may believe about, if you commit a traffic infraction, the punishment is not death. The punishment is not
No,
instantaneous death for having your car, blocking the road. No matter how much you may disagree with why the person is blocking the road,
you don't
that is
get to
not an
kill.
executable offense. And so
No.
I was, really riled up by it from the beginning. I think, like many of us were, and it made me think about, I made some horrible joke about, well, maybe we need to make a red wine for Renee Good, right? It just kind of, because of the I Am Charlie Kirk red wine that you found as your fucked up Friday thing a couple weeks ago, Dana.
Yeah, right before Christmas, for
And
the holidays.
right, for the holidays, a nice gift
A
for
nice
the
magnum
assholes in your
of,
life.
yeah,
Yeah.
of hate speech wine.
And and so that kind of, like, it all crystallized in my brain really quickly, like, oh, like, if I have to choose between being Charlie Kirk, who was, in my mind, literally an enemy of democracy, right? Like, literally not a
Yeah.
patriot, a person who is trying to make America worse.
Uh-oh.
Uh, what happened now? Why did you say it
I
loud,
lost
Dana?
you there for a second.
Oh,
Oh,
I,
because I lost you.
oh, you're still coming through 5 by 5 for me. So,
Okay.
um,
Today's making me nervous, Lawrence. Everything
yeah,
feels very,
we'll make it through somehow.
we will. We
Um,
always do.
you know, I so I was just like, okay, like, this is it. Like, we have to, America is now the place where we have to choose our martyrs, which is fucking disgusting to start with.
Yes.
And
Choose our martyrs.
right,
That,
like, which dead American, which murdered American do you most identify with? And for me, the choice is clear. Like, I'm Renee Good. Like, I want to be in my life the person who is helping the community and trying to look out for others and warn their neighbors. And, like, just look at her life. A woman who, was in a same-sex relationship, but raising her 3 kids from a previous marriage, and trying, by all accounts, she was a churchgoer, a person of faith, and obviously cared deeply about the world around her,
yeah.
and was a poet, and who practiced compassion, and whose poetry was notable for taking the position of other people and trying to understand other people through her poetry and her work and her art. Like, goddamn, I'd way rather be her than Charlie Kirk. That guy was a fucking cock,
Yeah, he was.
So that was the motive for the article. It was, I tried to kind of make it like a poem, like a prose poem, and just articulate all of the things that she was, versus what Charlie Kirk was, and make it clear. I'd rather be her than him.
Yeah. I saw her, I mean, heard the story when I saw her picture and then later saw the video of his cam, the murderer's cam. I was like, she's one of us. I mean, like, I
Right.
am Renee Good as well. We are all Renee Good. Renee Good would have hung out here with all of us.
Right.
And the calm to her voice is, her car's being surrounded, and she's just like, I don't hate you, bro.
Right.
Isn't that her final words?
Right. Right. I don't hate you, dude.
I don't hate you, dude. We'll have to wait for another episode because we've got so many things today to dive into the
Right.
the
We need to
fact
start
that,
bringing people on.
yeah, yeah, we gotta lighten the mood. But I didn't want the day to go by without acknowledging your beautiful story and encouraging everyone to read it. My dog is being very badly behaved here, so my apologies. But let's bring on our first guest, NeuroDivergent Hodgepodge.
Here we go. Neuro D,
Hey,
welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm really good. You won't see my
Yay!
dogs. Uh, my neighbor Ken is watching right now and on his phone, and he's also watching my dogs for me.
Excellent.
Oh,
Oh, that's
thank
very
you.
sweet.
I
Yeah.
wish I could. I wish I could take her to my neighbor every day, but I don't think my neighbor would like that very much.
Oh, they get so excited if I even say
Yes.
his name and I'm near the door. They're like, "Yeah, let's
Oh,
go."
oh my gosh. Neuro D, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the chat? And then we want to hear about what you're up to. And I'm gonna try to grab my dog. So 1 second. Oh,
All
nope,
right.
she's
Well,
running off.
my Substack name is NeuroDivergent Hodgepodge. First word, very self-explanatory. Second word, because I have lots of interests. I don't have just a few special interests. I have special interests and they rotate. So I kind of go in a circle. I'll go into history for a while. I'll go into language or the arts, stuff like that. Um, I like connecting art to history, which is something I've done a little bit on my Substack. I've been more focused on politics lately. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just sort
Why?
of,
Why have you done
why?
that?
Oh my God.
Right. What
I'm
Why?
was the
totally
I
reason?
teasing.
don't give a fuck. That's why.
So, right. I've noticed that you have started going live quite a bit recently. Can
Yeah.
you talk a bit about what that's been like and how you decided to get on mic?
So I have this thing that's called a fuck it or YOLO button. You only live once.
Yeah, yeah.
When I experience a pretty heavy grief, and um, July last year, my best friend died
I'm
suddenly,
sorry.
Oh,
unexpectedly,
I'm so
and
sorry.
it's been pretty tough. But um, he was the kind of person that would do what he wanted to do, and he might sputter every now and then. We were both like homeless, disabled veterans. We were homeless together, and we're both housed. He was still housed when he passed, so I was happy about that. But
Mhm.
he loved to write. He wrote a whole book. He played music. He liked to do karaoke, and I would
Mhm.
I would sing with him when we were like jamming privately. But I was just terrified of mass attention, and eventually I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. So here I am. Thanks, Tim.
I love that. And I gotta say, I don't necessarily love mass attention either. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. And it also doesn't hurt when your best friend does love mass attention and is constantly encouraging you to drag you on screen. So I can really relate to that, Neuro. And I'm sorry that you lost him. I'm sorry for your loss, but I think you're doing him proud by being on screen. And we love putting your face to the name. You've been such an important member of the community since you joined,
Thank
and
you.
I know you make me smile every time I see one of your funny, snarky comments in the chat. In case you
Uh,
haven't noticed around here, folks, we love the snark. So,
yeah. Except I only punch across or up, never down.
yeah, no, I mean and I think that's what's great about this chat, right? Is that is really respectful, and there's a minimum of punching down here, but yeah, we all need to be punching up. We've got to do that. That's what this time is all about.
Yeah,
So,
totally is.
tell us about one of the you
Sorry,
said
I'm
that
being
you.
a bit. Oh,
Oh, sorry, Dana.
You should give her a chance to talk.
oh, I'm being quiet. Yeah, no, no, I'm being quiet because I think it's me. Hi, I'm the problem today. Everyone is lagging and nothing is
Oh,
matching up. So if I'm a little quiet, it's because I'm aware that I'm messing things up.
Oh no.
So
Uh,
yeah, it's okay. I don't know what's going on, but
Neuro, I
that's
was
why
going
there's
to
two
ask
of
about
us.
one of your one of your stories, you said you love connecting art and history. I'd love to hear about that.
Okay, so back before I knew what I wanted to do, and I was getting some therapy, the instructor asked me, "What is it that you always do and never get tired of?" I say, "Well, writing. I did it every day, multiple times a day at times. I would sometimes, as a kid, fall asleep while writing, and my mom would get mad because of the ink stains in the bed sheets. But, but anyways, so that's what I went to college for, is creative writing, and I took a break for a while after I graduated with my bachelor's, and the economy was horrific because I graduated in 2009. Um, and being a late bloomer, millennials were more hireable than me. Um, so I worked for my parents as a government liaison.
Hmm.
And that was not an easy job, but I did it. And I wasn't fond of it. It wasn't, you know, sparking joy. It was
Right.
kind of an important job, and I, understood that. So I figured out that I wanted to do something that helped people, and I went into grad school with my master's for my master's in teaching English to speakers of other languages to Portland State's Applied Linguistics Department, which was a lovely community. And there were times where they encouraged us to do creative projects. And those were the ones that I could really dive in. Well, I took that from my undergrad and from my experience in grad school and realized how much I liked connecting art to history.
Hmm.
It's something that they made
Mhm.
us do as an undergrad on one side, on like the literature artistic side, which at the time I didn't appreciate. I thought those theories were kind of nonsense, and I just did what I was supposed to do to graduate. But then when I was in applied linguistics and understood theory a little better, I was like, no, those weren't nonsense, and now I understand them, and it's pretty fucking cool. But one of my favorite things is poetic broadsides, which I haven't written about yet in Substack, but it's an old street art, and it was usually like folk songs or something, but poems too, and it would be on a broadside, artistic. Well, the
Mhm.
contemporary version, which Dorianne Lux taught us, she's a poet laureate, by the way,
Ooh.
and she was one of my instructors, um, was that it didn't have to be on a like the traditional, broadside piece of paper, pamphlet kind of thing. It could be on anything. So she had students write them on basketball shoes and clothes and all kinds of things. And she would take pictures of them and post them. She would send copies to the poet if they were still alive. It was pretty amazing. And I actually ended up teaching it myself with the Portland area artist Diane Jacobs to eighth graders at what was it called, Roseway Heights K through 8. And I got to teach the poetry side, and she got to teach the art side, and that was pretty fun. The kids actually put together some amazing things.
So cool.
That
That's
sounds
Yeah.
super,
amazing.
super rewarding. What a cool history. I totally want to jump in and ask more questions. And I'm also like, uh-oh, it's time to switch guests, you guys,
Yeah,
in
it's
the next
okay.
minute.
I didn't
Um,
even know what I was going to talk about yet. I just figured I'd 8
I
minutes
love
is
your
hard to condense.
It is. Yeah, this is like a taste, right? Just
Yeah.
a introduction and a what are you up to? When will you be live next? Do you know? Because I know you were live just last night. I got to catch a little bit of it.
Yeah. So I'm not live on Mindhaven all the time, but I'm on
Yeah.
Mindhaven with Sushi Philiac, goes by Sushi, and Tigology, who
Yeah.
goes by Tig. And we talk about our journeys with mental health and mental illness and, how we navigate the world and have, you know, coping strategies and how we manage it. And,
Hmm.
we're not professionals. So we make that disclaimer that we're not here to like counsel anybody. We just sort of talk about our experiences and sort of how things are talked about us in society, how it's stigmatized, and trying to destigmatize it.
Yeah, it's lived experience. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
if we've learned anything from Substack, you don't need a degree in something to talk about it. You need
exactly.
your life, your live, your lived days. I think, yeah, I really enjoyed listening. Do you have a set time? Is Sunday night when you usually go live?
Yeah,
Or
it was Wednesdays, but
Mhm.
Sushi got a side job, so she works those
Okay.
hours. So she moved it to Sunday. She's the main host.
Okay.
But yeah, it's Mind Haven, sorry, on Sundays, and Pacific time it's 5. So
Yes.
Eastern
8
time it's
o'clock.
8. Yeah.
Nice.
A lovely way to end your weekend. I was listening while I was cooking meatballs last night.
Awesome.
I'm
Yeah, I saw you
gonna
pop
have
into
to
the
catch
chat.
it next time. And
Yeah.
Neuro, I have to say, you have a lovely speaking voice. Like
Thank
I
you.
could listen to you read or say anything. I do more of this. You're really good at it.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a long journey for me getting over that fear.
I
You're
feel
It's
you
still
for
there. It's
sure.
still there, but I'm just going, fuck you. You know?
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
That's what we have to do to our fears.
Yep.
Um,
All right.
thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you
Should we
so
bring
much
our
for
next
joining
guest
us.
on?
Yeah, it was lovely. I'm glad to meet you.
All
Bye.
right, hang out. We're gonna do the Brady Bunch
And
thing at
hang
the
out.
end, and yeah. All right. Thank you,
Okay.
Neuro and Dana. Who's up next?
Jason Odell, bring him in.
Jason Odell, a returnee to the Daily Whatever show.
That's right. Nice t-shirt, Jason.
Uh-oh, Jason, are you
Uh-oh.
muted, or are we just having all kinds of issues with sound
No,
today?
it was me. Okay.
Okay.
Hello,
Phew.
I'm here. I had put my mic on mute manually. That was my bad, just because I didn't want any weird background sounds, because I got Bill and Opus are back there, so they might have
Yes.
conversation.
Good old Boone County.
They could get rowdy.
they
Jason,
could.
it's so great to see you again.
Thanks.
I've got your URL open here, and I'm going to plunk it in the chat. Jason, why don't you introduce yourself to anyone in the chat who does not know you?
Okay. I'm Jason Odell. I am a photographer in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And that is not what I went to school to study. My background is in biology. I have a PhD in biology, but
Amazing.
it teaches you how to do things independently. And so you do what you want, and if you can make it work, you do it. It's not easy, but I have been leading photography workshops, safaris, and tours since 2007, full time since 2010. And then my other real passion has always been education. I did a lot of teaching in graduate school, and I figure if you can explain something, it takes a certain kind of talent to be able to explain something. It's one thing to be able to do it. It's another thing to be able to explain it, right? So I've written ebooks on digital image processing, like Lightroom, Photoshop, that kind of stuff. And so I moved over to Substack at the beginning of last year as a way to start writing more and to put out more technical content and videos, and even possibly do online classes through the live stream, just because it reaches so many more people than just sending out an email all the time. So I'm excited about it.
Fabulous. Gosh, where to start? You've got a podcast?
I mean, we should also point out that Jason is the guy who is potentially organizing the Daily Whatever Show cruise.
Right.
That's right.
Hey,
One day.
I am a travel agent on the side. So if you're looking for a vacation, just ping me and I can find you a deal on a cruise. No kidding. It's true.
I like the way you held up your Guinness mug as you were doing that. Like,
yes,
like Dublin, for example, to go.
Dublin is wonderful.
It is. We can all vouch.
Yes, I love Dublin.
There's black liquid in here. I won't say if it's coffee or Guinness.
Right. No one will ever know.
I do love that we've got this coordinated effort going on here. Whatever.
And
sorry,
and look. Oh, there we go. Nice.
Slava Ukraini.
Look,
sweatshirt.
Mel Brooks said it best in Spaceballs. The videos are great, the movie's great, but the real money's in merchandising.
Right.
Yeah. The real money. We're rolling in it, Jason.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh. What I love is that you are doing what you love and you're making it work. What tours do you have coming up next? Can you tell everyone what photo tours you're taking people on? I need a vicarious travel thrill. Let's hear it.
Okay, right. Well, next week I'll be in San Diego, La Jolla, doing a bird photography workshop.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah,
okay,
there's worse places to be in January. In March, I am taking 9 clients to Barcelona, Valencia, and Lisbon.
Sounds amazing.
And these are all privately arranged tours. So we have private charter transportation, and in some cases I'll hire local guides. Sometimes I'm the guide. It just depends. I have a trip to Florida for more bird photography in April, and I have a trip to hopefully to go back to the far northern California coast, southern Oregon. So Crescent City, Brookings, Redwoods, Oregon coast. I'm taking a client to Namibia in October, sort of a private thing, funny thing. So that's for this year. But so some of those are still open, some of them are closed. But it's interesting you asked, because I am going to go and do the Africa thing next year. I
Yeah.
haven't opened it up. It's a private safari. 6 people and a guide and me. So that's it in a Land Rover, and for like almost 2 weeks. It's like 12 or 13 days. But just this morning, I sent out a note, and I had a little live last night to this effect, that I just got together a bucket list trip to Japan for next April, which may or may not be cherry blossom season, but it's in that zone, right?
Right. It's supposed to be.
So it's to go to, it's 11 days, Tokyo for the front part, Osaka, Kyoto. And the best part is that even though we're in those cities, we're doing side trips into the countryside. So
Yeah.
a morning out to go to Mount Fuji, and a morning to go up to some of these shrines that are in the mountains that are less, they're not urban areas, so it's plus the urban area, because it's Japan. And I've always wanted to go to Japan. So
Yeah, I've
that
never been.
literally just announced this morning. I sent an email this morning, and I couldn't believe it. Within an hour, I had already had a guy email me back saying, "Sign me up. I'm there." It's
That's
all
amazing.
So that was cool.
Jason, what does it feel like to literally be living the dream?
It's terrifying and fun at the same time, because when it works, it's awesome. But I'm always, the beginning of every year, I always get a little bit freaked out, because you don't know. Economic uncertainty is not my friend, and my clients tend to skew about 8 to 10 years older than me.
Right.
Right.
They're not Gen Xers yet. I'm waiting for that cohort.
Oh God, I have bad news for you, Jason.
I know, and and I feel your pain, because I know, when I talk to people, I'd love to go on your trips, but kids are in school, and whatever.
Right.
And best friend of mine once said, time is money, and you can have one or the other. So
or you can have neither.
Right. You could be self-employed and potentially have nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, your trips sound incredible. I like how you said I think you were to do the Africa thing. You're just so casual about it. Just do the Africa thing.
I've never been, and I have a client up in Denver who agreed to just do it with his wife as a private thing. So as a business thing, I'm not exactly going to be profitable. On the other hand, I don't freaking care. I get to go to Africa.
Right.
So
pretty amazing.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to, is seeing that kind of stuff, and then having the photos to do it again next year and say, hey, this is what you'll actually get. Because there's something about the experience. I mean, I rely a lot for international travel on my guide companies and the travel partners that I work with, because I can't just fly over to wherever and say, yeah, let me just spend 3 weeks taking pictures. I'd love to, but I have a budget constraint myself.
Right.
So
that I was glad you said the thing about living your dream, because I was literally going to say, Jason, you're the example amongst us of the guy who's actually living his dream. And you've got this really great broadcasting voice as well. I
used to work at a drive-through, Lawrence. I mean, do you want fries with that?
Right. Yeah, that's my job, right? I'm going to be 80 years old and working in a Burger King drive-through.
I've already got that experience, so I know I could do it again. I do want to mention one quick thing, not being not trying to be overly political or anything like that, but here in Colorado
On this
Springs,
show? How
yeah,
dare
I
you.
know, right? Well, it's a balance. But yesterday we went to the 50501 demonstration in
Mhm.
Colorado Springs, and I knew from reading that Renee Good was from Colorado. I did not know that she literally graduated from high school right here in Colorado Springs
Oh,
in
shit.
2006. And
Oh,
yeah, so they had her classmates speaking, and then her
oh
former
my God.
choir music teacher. I know this was like we were just there. It was there were no counter protesters. Let me just say that.
Wow.
This is a pretty right-wing city.
It is.
I put out not a newsletter. I put a note out on my thing with the video. It's like 4 minutes long, but her music teacher they dug up a recording of her singing at her
Oh,
senior choir performance. I think it's a Sarah McLaughlin song. And
I
they
love her.
played the music. They had her. The
Oh,
first verse is Renee Nicole Good,
Mm.
and then they had one of the other students finish the song.
oh my
And
God.
yeah, so if you want to hear her, and she has a beautiful, beautiful singing voice. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
I don't think there was a dry eye in the place. We were all on the steps of City Hall downtown.
Oh my God. My kid's
So,
in choir. You're just like, yeah.
and so everything that you said, it sounds like she was.
Yeah.
She was in the choir. She was active in the community, in her church. She absolutely was all of that.
Mm,
And so to hear her own classmates, I mean, and mind you, imagine having that was hard.
Yeah.
That was really hard.
Yeah.
yeah.
So if anyone wants to hear
So
that,
that
like I said, I
recording is on
posted
your wall, on your
yeah,
notes.
it's on my wall. Yeah, it's on my notes. I put it out there. It's like a 4-minute video or something like that. But it's just
Okay.
the first chunk of it or so is her.
Yeah. I
Okay. I'm putting a link back to your
don't
profile again. Wow.
have anything intelligent to say other than just heartbreak. Just it seems like everything we learn about this person is, that she was one of the best of us, and um, I don't I don't know what to say other than what I've already said in that piece that I wrote. It's just so devastating, and so clearly a crime, right? And so
Mhm.
clearly something that they're trying to talk their way out of. That guy shouldn't be punished, and it will be it will just be a travesty upon a travesty if he walks away from this,
I mean,
just
aren't they
because
hiding
he's,
him? It's just nuts.
yeah,
They've got him hidden away somewhere,
right,
and
Is he
right.
in hiding?
They've got
well,
a
I mean,
GoFundMe.
if I were him, I would be, but maybe he doesn't
Yeah, of course.
care.
Yeah, it made me happy to see that the GoFundMe for her family raised $1.5 million, and
Yes.
then they stopped it and said, "This is enough money. Thank you. Please go give to other people." But it breaks my heart to see that there, in almost an equal number of people donating to Jonathan Ross's GoFundMe, which he's going to need for legal fees because that dude should be in for a world of hurt.
Yeah. And I read a
Yeah.
thing this morning that I'd seen before. The principle of the tolerance. You have to be a tolerant society, and
Yeah.
it was very point on. This whole, well, you got to tolerate everybody, and it says it is not a moral code. It is a social contract, and when people violate that social contract, you don't have to be tolerant of them.
Right.
Just saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have to say, well, I'm so tired of hearing so much. What about the tolerant left? No, the tolerance ends when you violate that social contract.
Right. You murder
So
someone, we don't have to
that
tolerate you.
Right.
Full stop.
exactly. That's
Yep.
kind of where I'm thinking.
Yep.
Oh my
So
gosh.
anyway, I know you got more
Jason,
guests, so it's
we
really great.
do.
I'm thankful that you brought me on. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm just
We're
collecting
so
Always
notes
great
for
to
grateful.
chat
Fucked Up
with you.
Friday.
Right. Right. I'm so scared what's going to happen this week after last week. And, but I'm so happy you came on to talk with us and, stick around. We're going to all come on at the end. We're going to move on and get Karen Marie Shelton on the show. Thank you,
Thanks,
Jason.
Jason.
Karen,
Right, here comes KMS.
Hi. Oh, you
Hi.
can, I'm there. I was thinking, oh no, I won't be able to monitor the chat, but oh well, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Karen, you cannot possibly be a stranger to anyone here because you hold the distinction of being the only human on earth who has been to every single Daily Whatever show without fail. And that seriously blows my mind every day. And
I've
Liz,
had
too.
I've had some really weird experiences maintaining my commitment. There's been a couple of times where I've been at lunch with my husband and somebody else, and I've got my buds in, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm on the Daily Whatever show." Why? We're at lunch. Well, I'm not going to miss it. You guys can
Right.
talk on your own, and when it's over, I'll join you. And I started
Oh my
school.
gosh.
I started school last semester. I'm in graduate school.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's every Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. And I'm like, no, why does it have to be at 11 Central? So I would be sitting there with my headphones on for class. One ear would be in class and one ear would be on the Daily Whatever. And I would be
Karen!
multitasking. While I was in class, I would be listening to the Daily Whatever.
Well, and that's why we decided to no longer do Saturdays. It's to accommodate Karen.
Right. Truth be told.
Truth
That's
be
Thank you.
told, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Karen, tell folks what you are up to. We hear grad school. What are you studying? I'm so sorry, Kira.
I
My
am
dog is-
working on a master's degree in finance with a specialty in investment. And I was assigned, it's through NYU. It's a partnership program through NYU. It's a company that's been doing investment advising for 40 years. And now they have a graduate program. It's a 2-year program. It's really intense. I've already had to do 3 tests and 1 white paper, which almost killed me. We were already in the second semester, which started this Saturday. I've already got another white paper. You get a mentor who walks you through, and they assign you to a particular topic area. They assigned me to Forex, which is the foreign exchange market.
Oh,
So the topic that I have is USD, US dollar, and Canada. The Canadian dollar, is number 8 on the universal, or in the universe, the USD is number 1 still, but they think it's going to be slipping pretty quickly here. And then Canada's number 8. And this company, after you graduate, not that I want a job, but after you graduate, if you do a good job, they hire you. And they said to me, well, we don't have anybody that covers Canada or Australia. So we would like you to really dig in and learn it. So if you do well and graduate, then we would want to hire you. And I'm like, well, I already have about 12 jobs. So I don't think I'd be interested, but I want to learn it. So I'm being tutored by somebody in the Forex exchange market. I'm learning options, and I go to class every Saturday and Sunday for 3 hours. It's on Zoom. And then we have tests during the week, and I have to check in with my mentor twice a week. So it's pretty intense, but I love it.
Really intense.
Yeah, love it.
Okay, here's my question. Are you telling them that you're using astrology?
Right.
They use astrology. One of the professors, has found a system that uses astrology on top of, they do cycle analysis. They do the school of cycle analysis. And they have partnered with an astrologer who for 40 years has been investing using astrology. So right now in this semester, we're learning how astrology overlays with the cycles in the stock market.
Okay. That is fucking fascinating. For those of you who don't know, good old John Pierpont Morgan once said, the difference between millionaires and billionaires is that billionaires use astrology. And Karen, you're a
Really?
proponent of that. You've seen the evidence, right?
I have, yeah. Yeah, but I'm very, I've been doing astrology since I was 15, and I used to do it professionally. I had a call-in radio show for a while, and
What?
yes,
Karen,
on
what can
astrology.
you not do? What have you
And
not done?
it got so crazy. I was living in St. Louis, and it got so crazy. People would come to my house in the middle of the night and ring my doorbell and say, you have to look at my chart. I'm having a trauma. My husband's leaving me. What can I do? It got so crazy that when I moved to Dallas, I put all my astrology stuff in the closet. And so now I only do readings for people I really love. And unfortunately, I get so obsessed with their charts that they start invading my dreams. I wake up in the middle of the night and go, aha. I've been working on one chart, I won't mention whose, for about a month now.
It's
And
mine.
I've got, yes. And I have 100
You're
written
not going to
pages.
mention that it's mine?
I have
100 pages?
handwritten, my notes. Yeah. And I'll wake up and I go to bed at 9, and I wake up at 3 to write. I started doing this about 10 years ago so I could write quiet, and I'll wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll go, oh my God, he has that planet in his first house. I need to go write about that. And my husband will go, are you getting up to write about Lawrence again? I go, yeah. He goes, when are you going to finish that damn chart? I'm sick of Lawrence in our bedroom,
Right, because Karen, I mean, Saturn and Neptune are about to be conjunct right on my 6th house, 7th house cusp, on top of my natal Venus and my Chiron. Shit is crazy. Like,
I'm just going to keep nodding.
I know, Lawrence.
Boyfriend
I know.
reveals himself to be a giant turd right as this is happening. Surprise, surprise.
I know a lot. When we get done, you're going to have me killed because I'm going to know so much.
Well, I will never have you killed, but I'm dying to hear this information. If you want your chart done, you beg Karen to do it, and it may take a month. And she may charge you whatever the current exchange rate between the US dollar and the Canadian
and the
dollar
Canadian. Yeah, although it's not very good for the Canadian right now, but yeah. But I was I still am a business person. My husband and I have started 6 different companies together. And so when you say you're an astrologer, people kind of give you the stink eye. Is that the eye they give you? The side eye? And so I had to really kind of play that down a bit, when I was doing business, because if I showed up at a business meeting and they say, oh, here's that astrologer, they're all going to leave the room, screaming. Yeah. So it's been a hard thing. It's like my closet that I have to hide in.
It always makes me a little bit crazy, right? Because people are like, oh, astrology, I believe in science. And I'm like, bro, where do you think science came from? Like, astrology was literally humans trying to understand the world around them, looking at patterns, writing them down, and forming hypotheses and theories and testing them against events. And like, all of our modern astronomers were astrologers first. What do you think Copernicus and Galileo were doing?
Absolutely.
They were perfecting their ephemera, for fuck's sake, so that they could be better astrologers.
I love perfecting their ephemera. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's fun to
That's
say.
a t-shirt. That's a
that
t-shirt.
is a total t-shirt.
Don't mind me, I'm perfecting my ephemera.
Yeah. I want that, not a t-shirt. I want perfecting my ephemera across my rack.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, that would be really good. Yeah.
It would be amazing.
I've never really lost. I mean, I live by the moon, and I can't tell people this, but when we were starting Hair Boutique, everything was done by the moon. And when we'd hire people, I'd have to talk to them in the interview and say, do you have a problem with the moon or astrology? And they'd look at me weird and they'd say, no. But really, I look at the moon every 2.5 days to get an analysis of what's happening during that time period. So, carry around the big ephemeris, but that's what it is.
Of course, moons, I know, last aspect.
Karen
and I vibe on this.
Clearly. And Karen, when you're finally done with Lawrence's, I'm raising my hand.
Okay. Well, I'm already hanging around in the back of the Daily Whatever. Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity to monitor the chat.
Karen is helping us out with the Daily Whatever show because Dana and I are overloaded, and Karen only has 12 jobs and she needed another one.
That's what's so amazing to me that, and to be clear, Karen showed up at the end of 2025 and was like, how can I help your show? And has just been amazing, helping monitor the chat, especially when Lawrence was out last week. And I was like, I cannot.
It was a blast. I love it.
And is helping us build the recaps and just coming up with other suggestions. So I think our show is just going to get better this year, in part because we've got Karen Marie Shelton, like, feeling behind the scenes. And we're so grateful.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm just like, my jaw is kind of on the ground of like, you're getting a finance degree and you don't need a job in finance. You're just doing this for your own edification. It like
because that big brain gets bored.
It gets very bored. He understands. Lawrence understands. Well, I'm going to tell you a secret that I've told a
Okay.
few people. But when
Yeah.
I was 12 years old and I had a very difficult childhood. I won't go into that, but I was 12 years old and I was sort of hiding out. I decided, you know what? I'm going to try to challenge myself to live 2 lifetimes for the price of one. That's the challenge I gave myself. So
Wow.
I'm super, super organized. And that's why I've done all these crazy things. Like, I was a licensed massage therapist. I went to beauty school and got a license to do hair from Paul Mitchell. And I've started 6 companies. And, I've got 2 master's degrees and a couple graduate certificates. I went to NYU journalism school and graduated from there. I would have become an acupuncturist, but they didn't have a school here. I studied with Milton Erickson's daughter, who's the father of hypnotherapy.
Right.
And she taught me how to hypnotize myself and others. I get bored and, I have 18 hours a day I have to fill up. So I've got to be doing stuff. And
See, this is why I say if I was a short sleeper, I would be president right now.
you would.
It's
You
only
would.
because I need to sleep like 10 hours a night.
Yeah.
Karen, we could talk to you forever,
I
obviously,
know. Time
about
to
a million
go.
things, but we've got other people we need to bring on
Yes.
screen.
We are,
so
oh,
we're
oh my
gonna
gosh, we
say
are not
thank you
doing
for
well as
now.
timekeepers.
Okay. Well, let me go and I'll get back on the chat. Love everybody. And I'm so glad. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Karen. We love
Thank you
Karen.
so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Dana, who's next?
We've got Mason coming on next. And I
All
think
right, Mason.
for me, at least, this is my first time seeing Mason. Hello.
Hi, I
good
don't hear
morning.
you guys.
You
Oh, no.
don't?
You can't
Oh
hear us?
no. Let me go out and come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we bring Kat in? Oh, let's give Mason 1 second. See if this works.
Yeah.
Is
Can
there
you hear us
something I
now?
should do? I can't hear you,
Oh, no.
either of you.
No.
Uh-oh. Why would
Oh
she not be
shoot.
able to hear us?
You want me
I'm
to you want me to just talk? I don't know what to do, darn it.
Oh my gosh. I think we're gonna I don't know.
You might have to just skip me. I can't.
Okay,
I don't want to
Mason.
ruin the show. I can
Okay.
come back some other time.
Yeah, if you
I-
can.
I'm not that techie and I can't
Here, I'm
hear
gonna write
anything
in
that
the
you guys
chat
are
over
saying.
here.
Here, let's bring Kat on, and then I will write Mason what to do in the chat. How about that?
Yep. I'm telling her in the chat in
Kat, what is up?
Hi.
Kat,
hello,
can you hear
Kat.
us?
What? Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us, Kat?
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
I
good.
just turned off all the tech and it's just the phone, so it shouldn't be messed up.
Fabulous. It's so good to see you. It has been a minute.
I know.
And it is wonderful to see you. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? I know most folks in this chat know who you are, but tell us who you are and what you're doing here on Substack.
Well, my name is Kat, and I am a psychologist. I mostly do research psychology. And I was studying personality disorder mostly and bipolar, and I worked with a lot of addicts. And then I had kids, and I sort of put all my therapy to the side when I had kids because I went back home to
Yeah.
take care of my mom who was sick. And anyway, I just was sort of in a weird abusive sort of situation, and I just kept quiet for
Mm.
many years. And as this Trump thing was developing, I was just bubbling inside, like, oh my God, it's the same fucking relationship, This
Yeah.
abusive relationship is just a
Yes.
pattern. And so I just started feeling like I had to come on and speak about my experiences at least. And so I've been continuing my research, and that's been really great. I just met the coolest people you guys know. I mean, everybody on here. I think that the first people who sort of gravitated here, it seemed like came because we come from some sort of trauma in our backgrounds. And so we're more sensitive to what's going on with the government than maybe other people. So it's just been a great experience. I love it. Constantly growing and changing, and it's awesome.
Yeah, you've been with us for a really long time, Kat,
Yeah.
and I know your community and our community sort of intersected and grew and cross-pollinated, and now you're doing all kinds of amazing stuff. You're on with Zev and Lev and everybody whose last name or first name ends in EV.
They're my favorite guys in the world. I love all those guys. When Dean and Lev found each other, it was like the heavens opened up. I was like, because they were like the perfect people, and they were both looking for somebody like each other. So, and then with Zev, yeah, if you guys don't follow those guys, please do. Zev Shalev is an amazing researcher. I mean,
Yeah,
incredible researcher.
I know. We
He
had
used to
him on
work for
Friday.
MSNBC.
Yeah, he
Such
was
a good show
remarkable.
Friday.
Thank you. He was so
Yeah.
great. And yeah, I have on my to-do list right now, reach out to Lev and Dean next. Because we feel like they'd be a great fit on,
Yay!
especially on Fucked Up Friday. Oh my God, can you imagine each of them
Oh,
on there?
totally.
Yeah,
Must
it's on a
see. Yeah. Y'all, I cannot miss your show because I learn so much every time that I come on. I learn something new. I mean, it's always so timely and relevant and personal. And it's
oh,
just
thank
it's a
you.
great show, y'all.
Thank you. It means so much to hear that. And I do what you had mentioned something else you've got coming up when we were writing late yesterday about you joining the show. Kat was like our down to the wire, like you were like, wait, I can join too. So we quickly we didn't want to miss the opportunity. And you're working with Egberto, right?
I don't know. I reached
Or is
out
that a
to
maybe
Egberto.
still?
Yeah, he wrote me just this morning, but I was running around to get ready to come here, so I didn't see what he said. But yeah, Egberto
Okay.
is just a few miles away from me here in Houston. He's in Kingwood, which is just right down the road. And so I was hoping that we could get together and do something here locally, but on Substack. So
That's amazing.
I don't know.
That's
That
We'll
would be
see.
exciting.
Keep your eyes
We
peeled. We'll
love
we'll see.
him. We love both of you, so that would just be incredible.
yeah, that I love the idea of it being local coverage too. And Texas, y'all need all the help you can get down there.
It's not
Liberal,
good right
amazing
now, y'all.
voices. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
my
gosh.
kids are up near Karen in Dallas, and they got a notification yesterday that ICE is coming into their neighborhood, which is a lower income neighborhood with a lot of immigrants. And this is my LGBTQ family, and they're young, so they're very scared. It's not great.
Kat, I'm curious, what is the feeling on the ground in Texas about the Tallarico versus Crockett Senate campaign?
Oh man, people are one or the other, and it looks to me more liberal people are definitely with Jasmine, but
Right.
Tallarico's a good crossover candidate. I think that he'll get those paralyzed middle people for sure.
Yeah.
I like them both. I like them both. Anybody's better than what we've got. So
Oh, for sure. It's one of those situations where I'm like, can't they both win?
I
Right?
know, right? Kick them both out, Cornyn and Cruz, and have them
Yeah,
both play. That would
God,
be ideal.
that would be a complete dream.
that would be amazing.
I
Well, Mason's back, so let's try to bring Mason on one more time, and then we can do our big group shot. And we're gonna have all of you back for your own shows at some point. Just if you want to, the invitation is extended. So, Kat, I'm gonna take
Thank
you off
you
screen, and we'll
guys.
try Mason again. But we're
thank
so
you.
happy to see you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
I've got my fingers
All
crossed.
right, Mason, can you hear
I'm here,
us?
Lawrence.
Yay! Can you hear
Can you
Okay.
hear?
Dana?
Hi, hi, hi.
No, Dana, say something.
Hello.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
No?
God, this is so
So
weird.
Lawrence, you
I
translate like I'm
know. I'm
speaking another
sorry.
language.
Oh, well, should I just, brevity is the soul of wit. Should I just say a
Yeah,
few things
we've got
anyway?
like
Because
5
I could
minutes.
always
So,
come back.
Mason,
Yeah,
tell
so
us.
I could always come back.
Yeah, tell
So
us who you are.
I want you all to know that I have been an artist my whole life, and I've also been an academic my whole life. So I've always, blended creativity with intelligent things like Jungian psychology and finance and stuff like that. Karen and I are kind of twins that way.
I love that.
But yeah, I love it too. But I want to talk about my short story. It's called I Quico, and I got on Substack in April of 2024 because I all of a sudden I thought, you know what? I'm a good writer, but I've always written for other people, for others' expectations, and I
Right.
wanted to see what it's like to write what I want to say.
Yeah.
And so I started writing. I haven't published a lot, but I've been writing like crazy. And I took my first writing class. Ellie Leonard, who's in this group, hooked me up with a really good teacher.
Oh,
And
good.
now Ellie has my short story. Right now, she's editing it for
Oh
me.
my God, amazing.
I
I know
didn't
I'm
know
going to
that.
do
That's
prototypes first for my
incredible.
family because I wrote the story for my granddaughter, basically who was going through something very, very tough.
Right.
And Lawrence helped me have the bravery to do that. And I want to say thank you
Oh.
in front of everybody, because Lawrence, you know that I was spiraling pretty bad when my family was going through that crisis.
Yeah.
And it came to be that deciding to write a fictional story about it that my family can read and hold, that has meaning, that brings meaning to the situation, is what I'm after. And so I'm having so much fun. Like, it's about cats. The main character is Quico. It's called I, Quico. And here's Quico.
Oh.
He's a Persian. So, like, I'm having a ball, you guys, because I'm painting, I'm writing.
I love it.
I'm so happy.
I'm so proud of you, Mason. That's so
I know.
exciting.
Incredible.
Thank you. I love having access to people who are so creative and fun and who offer help. I had somebody offer just to help if I decide to self-publish. I mean, I can't believe, how collaborative everybody is here in this GenXy group. So
Yeah, honestly, thank you, Mason. And it's because of people like you. It's because we're all finding each other. We're scattered to the winds across the country, and across the world, but this gives us a chance to find each other.
It's so true. It's so true.
Yeah.
Tell Mason
So
I
that's
agree.
it. That's
Dana says she agrees with everything.
Thank you, Dana. And I love you too, Dana.
Yeah.
You know I do. I pop on Dana's lives whenever I can and whenever I see him.
Thank you. Tell
Thank you
Mason
for inviting me.
Tell
my
Mason
gosh,
she's
it is our pleasure.
glowing.
We're going to have you back to talk more about your story, because that sounds really important and moving. We've only got a minute left, so I'm going to add everybody back in, and we're going to do like a Brady Bunch moment here.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for this.
We don't know who you can hear and not hear at this point.
So everybody look around like we're on the Brady Bunch.
Right.
Okay. I can't hear Dana or
We're
Kat.
looking around like we're on the Brady
Oh,
Bunch.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh,
Marsha.
Russia. Russia.
Russia.
Sure,
Well, this has
clan.
been so much fun. This was our second community day ever.
Right.
And they're always a blast, and we will do them again at undisclosed times in the future.
Right.
We've got all kinds of fun things that we're going to do in the new year, and plans that we are concocting and brewing. So we're really grateful to these people who are here
Karen.
with us today.
We both have.
Karen and Jason and Neuro and Kat and Mason.
I have
Thank you.
No,
Any last
This mug is
words
bigger.
anyone wants to say? Jump on in.
Mine
Oh,
is an
I'm always
elephant
on
mug.
Tuesday nights and Thursday nights at 7 Central.
All right, awesome. Yeah, let's do that. Mason, when do you go live? If you go live, when do you go live? Mason, what about you?
I don't think Mason does lives. I've never seen Mason
okay.
go live.
So, Kat, when are
I
you
did
going
a live. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, Lawrence, think. You and Fuset on a Friday, on a Dirty Friday talk day, you brought me on and I talked about drug, sex, rock and roll in the 70s.
I
and what
remember.
it was like to grow up.
I love that.
That was my first live.
All right.
And that was such a bar. I thought, man, I did so good on that. I may never even volunteer to ever do another live after that, because I really liked that live. But
yeah, you were awesome. You were
it
awesome.
takes practice, right?
Do you ever go live regularly, Mason?
I can't hear Lawrence. I hope I'm not talking over you,
Okay.
Lawrence.
That's okay. So, Kat, tell us again.
Kat and I
Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, right?
Kat and I have gone live.
I always go on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. And yes, Walter Rain has been coming on with me, and Karen just came on. It was one of my best shows ever, because Karen is just a Renaissance queen. So
yes, I caught that one. That was a good one.
All right, Neuro, you're next for me.
I saw Neuro yesterday.
Yay. I forgot to tell my brother and sister happy birthday. It's their birthday this week.
Oh, yay.
And so just happy birthday, Rocky and Kristen.
Nice.
Happy birthday, Rocky and Kristen.
Happy birthday, Rocky and Kristen.
Jason, you're next. What do you want to say?
Live on occasion. Moni Moni by Billy Idol should be up there. And along with Rebel Yell, but you know, and White Wedding. But I'm working with, where's Neuro? Over here somewhere? Like over there.
Yeah.
We're talking about maybe starting up something to talk about art and creativity. I'm working on
Yes.
a photography oriented program that I'm starting called Let's Click, where I'm hoping to have photography guests come on and join me. So
That's
if you've ever done anything with photography,
amazing.
because we need things that aren't always just doom scrolling, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, we do.
so-
I know
so-
someone you need to talk to, Jason. I'm going to
Okay,
hook you up. He's not on
absolutely.
Substack, but
Great.
Karen, what about you? What do you want to say to the people?
Well, I do lives sporadically. I want to do more with Kat. I'd love to do one with Neuro. I'd love to do it with Mason, all you guys. But I want to close. When I was on the first time, you didn't ask me my song, and Purple Rain. Purple Rain is what I want to say.
Oh,
Purple Rain
wow.
is an
Okay,
excellent one.
That's a really good song to go out on.
Yes,
Ultimate
Purple
Gen
Rain.
X song.
Friends,
And
friends,
Neuro
yes.
D mentioned XTC's Dear God in the
Nice
chat.
Dear God by XTC.
Yeah, yes, 1,000%.
And nobody expected the revolution to start in Minneapolis except Prince.
Except
Right.
Prince.
Prince. Purple Rain.
Prince.
We're going to
Yes.
end
With the
there.
revolution.
Yeah.
That was perfect, Jason.
Yeah.
I can't hear Dana.
I think we end there.
Right,
Nothing
well
can be
said.
better than that.
All right,
Right.
everybody. Thank
Oh
you
my
so
gosh.
much.
This
Thanks
was
to everybody else for
amazing.
coming on and watching
Bye.
us. Thank you. Love you, mean it.
Love you
Bye.
guys.
Bye. Love
Bye.
you.
Love you, mean it.
Love you, mean it.
Love you, mean it.